Hey everybody, Scout Crafter here again. It's Friday, another Friday, come and gone, and TGIF, you made it through another week, and this has been a good week for restorations over here in the shop. And today, being that it's the last Friday before the end of the month, I thought we might try something new, and that is, let's take a look at what we accomplished this month. You know, when you think about it, remember I was telling you, for you restore one tool a month, that you'll have 12 tools restored at the end of the year. And you know, and it adds up quickly, you know. So let's see what we did exactly, how productive we were this month. Okay, this was a short month, but we did get quite a bit done here. First of all, we started off with our regular tool tote. We did a few screwdriver reviews in there. Then we did our tool tote that we entered into the contest, that one there. That took a lot of time. And then we did our tool restorations throughout the month. And you can see here, we did quite a few, but like I said, you know, there's other ones here. Here's a third tool tote that I forgot to mention. We did the little mini tool tote. But it's funny how much rust, when you look at these now, you don't think of them as the way they used to be. But a lot of these were really trashed, and, you know, they've come back and they look almost in pristine condition. But just wondering, of all these tools, which restoration was your favorite? You know, is it I gotta tell you, this one here is pushing me, as far as, even though I gave this a lot of grief as far as how much they run, but that really came out the best for the before and after. But that's what we accomplished so far in 1 month. You know, when I first got into this hobby, I thought there might be a time, because I enjoy going to steam shows, tractor shows, Cabin Fever. If you've ever been to Cabin Fever, it's a steam kind of show, and they have small engines and motors, and it's kind of like a machinish. It's a lot of fun. It's out in Pennsylvania, and I went to that for many years. And I always thought that one or two times I might, to promote this hobby of tool restoration, that I might have a booth or something like that, just open it up just to show people what you can do before and afters of certain tools. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to make a before and after tool that you can actually see and touch. And I was looking around for one. You know, I'm going to need a couple, but let me show you what I got in mind for today. Now, you might have seen these type wrenches, a standard Williams open-end wrench, and these were extremely common in the beginning of the century. But this one has just the right amount of patina that we could do, and, you know, before and after, just the right amount of pitting. The only thing is, this thing is a large wrench. You could see here. First of all, it weighs in at 9.26 pounds. That's 9¼ pounds, and it's like I said, my biggest wrench at 22 inches long. You could see here, it's 22 inches long. And it's a big wrench, and it's heavy, you know. But I thought I would have this hanging from some kind of thing that would spin it. Maybe a motor would spin it, and you'd see good, bad, you know what I mean? So here we have the, let's take a look at what we have. We have a typical pitting that we always deal with, right? Deep pitting. And I remember when I bought this at Jacktown. A lady had it in a bucket, and I said, yeah, and the bucket of tools she wanted to give away, more or less, but I think I paid $10. I gave her $10 for this, and she was very happy to get it. I don't think she wanted that much, but I knew that this wrench was worth more than that, and I was very happy to have it. But you could see again the pitting and whatnot. So we're gonna do this side here, okay? Or maybe we'll do this side. We'll do this side here. This side's worse with the pitting and whatnot, and it's 2 7 is that 7/16? 2 7/16 is the size of this wrench. There you go. Okay, you can see it there. And I don't know how much. We're going to try and keep some of that, but the main thing is we want to make this where you say, wow, that's nice, and then you flip it over and you go, eesh, you know, that's what it used to look like. Wow. And that's what I'm hoping for. So let's get started. Now, the pits are so deep here. You see how deep they are? I don't want to go through a bunch of flap discs to try and get. So I'm going to start off with another one from Terry. This one's here is a grinding disc from Terry Hooks. And I'm going to try this and see if we can just take off and get rid of down to some of the real steel. Then we'll go with the flap discs, which will smooth everything out. So let's try that out. Okay, that came out exactly the way we were hoping it would. Now you can see what happens here. First of all, because this wrench is so big, those pits are deeper than they look, and so that's why you had to go for this first step. Now, a grinding wheel leaves a horrible finish. You can see there, it's all kinds of scrapes and scuffs and everything, but that's fine because now the flap wheel will take all that out. It's nice and level. We kept it level because we kept moving it back and forth, so there's no dips or anything, and you know, and we just, but there's deep pitting that we had to get out of there. We still got some pitting, but we're trying to keep as much of this as we can. But now we're going to go to the flap disc. We're going to use a 60 grit flap disc. Do you ever see those videos where guys look like they take hours to do a tool? Do you ever wonder if this is really what happens? Okay, cut! Okay, that's another 3 hours, and I'm only doing half a wrench. Okay, but it's coming good. It's just a lot, you know, getting those final scratches out and the pits and everything. So I'm going to go upstairs, have a little dinner. I'm done for today. I'm going to finish tomorrow. We'll do some polish and see what we got. Okay, it's the next day. As you can see, I cleaned up a little bit. You know, it's always funny. I go upstairs and I review some of the footage I shot, and I say, oh, geez, look how dirty I was. Because that mask, you know, the mask I wear an N95 mask when I'm working down here on any of grinding, buffing, anything that could kick up any dust whatsoever. I wear, even sweeping, I put on N95 mask, and I also have that air purifier, but you know, it's tight quarters down here and you want to do as much as you can. I'm going to come up with some better air filtration coming up, but yeah, that mask always leaves me dirty, especially when you're getting warm during the day, you're wiping your face. And anyway, so today I'm looking forward. We made it up to the point where we're going to polish. We're going to start polishing. But I want to tell you, a couple weeks ago, you know, when we put the glasses on our mascot, somebody was saying, you know, he still looks creepy, but he's got glasses. He needs hair. So, let's go take a look. So, what do you think? Do you think he looks less creepy now? He's starting to look like somebody I know. I can't put my finger on it, but I think I know who this guy looks like now. Okay, you know my favorite part. Remember what this wrench looked like before we started, and bam! We are calling this project done. This is exactly what I was looking for, the look I was looking for. You know, the before and after, you know, when somebody comes and they say, okay, what can you do with a tool? Look at all that pitting and everything, and you go, bam, look at that. We did it, and it's not a mirror finish, but, hold on. Every time I say that, it's not a mirror finish, but it's not a mirror finish, but it's pretty close, right? And remember what the deep pitting that was on, especially here too, you know. Remember this whole way down. And you still see micro scratches and whatnot, but it is just so nice. This part's so nice to feel and touch. And this part here, there's your standard patina. And that is true patina. That's not like crusty rust, you know, that's true, you know, what the guys look for. And again, like I said, it wasn't banged up, it wasn't dented up, the wrench, so it was in good shape, but look at that. What? That's just beautiful, isn't it? And let me show you the idea. See, it gets even the fingerprints. Like I said, I went a little too shiny at this, picking up some fingerprints. Let me show you what my idea was for this. Now, my idea was to have this in some kind of encasement or plexiglass box and have this illuminated from the front so you could see the shine, and then leave it spin. You could see like that. You know, I would have a rotisserie And this way you could see the before and after, and I kind of thought that would be pretty cool because this way you could see exactly before and after. I would also have to have it in some way that you could actually feel the wrench and touch it, because that's an important part of it. Interesting features there. We did half, if you notice, half of the inside of the wrench is done too, all the way around. You see that? That's pretty cool. Half of the outside, you know, and it was tough keeping that line there, you know what I mean? Because we're just doing that with the grinder, but exactly half of the wrench is done, and the handle too. I'm so good now at smoothing out the handle. It was tough to just do half, but half of the whole handle all the way around is done, and I just think that's pretty cool. The funny thing is, I know I'm going to run across somebody and go, geez, look, that wrench was probably laying in water like that. Hey, in closing, that was a fun project. I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to take a tool. And you know what got me started? When I showed you that master lock and I showed you halfway through, I said, you know, I need to do this soon. So I picked out that wrench. And if you're wondering, I did weigh it afterwards. And the total weight that we took off this wrench was 5.44 ounces. And that's a lot of weight and a lot of metal filings. And I'm filling up the patina jar as we talk. But it took 5.44 ounces to get that to a shine, or somewhat of a shine. Next up, I want to say special thanks to my buddy 357 Magdad for finding not only the patent, but he also found a nice advertisement for the it's called a rotary screwdriver. Now, I do have one of the Klein Rapid drives. I don't know where it is. It's upstairs in the attic or somewhere. I have one of those, and you know, those are, you don't use them too much unless you're in the field of, like, electricians use them and stuff, but you wouldn't use them for like wood screws, things like that. So that's why I don't have it down in the shop, but it's a little bit different. 357 Magdad, he's good for finding stuff like that. I don't know how he searches this stuff out, but he does get it. Thanks very much for that. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We'll see you again on Monday, where we'll have some cool tool reviews of new tools I got. Be careful, because I don't want you spending. This is something you might want to buy after you see it. So thanks very much for tuning in. Have a great day. Take care now. Bye-bye.